doing, you're probably gonna be very careless and out into something that you know you could have dodged, and you died from it.
Well, that's not an issue. Like I said, the fact I would do it is something in itself. I already have learned how to play very safely. The problem is I've been doing it for what, 3-4 days. I've been playing as efficiently as possible with the ult, and I'm already tired of it. So what that's telling, like, I've been doing it and I've gotten better at it. I've found out the problems with it. I've died to like Guardian Stomp one time doing it, and I learned from my mistake. I've died to BDN Golem doing it, and I learned from that mistake. Like, I've already been through the phase where I've seen what can go wrong. So, and I learned how to do the unstuck thing very well. I've already saved myself a few times doing that. So. But now that I've done it enough, I'm starting to get tired of it. And getting tired of it on day 4 is not a good thing. It means I don't want to keep doing it, otherwise I'll be tired of doing it. Like, I would be sick of it in like a week.
Can you explain like what of it that you're sick of? Just the casting, just using the same skill, or
yeah,
the
it's the same
stationary?
skill. It's the same skill over and over. If I'm doing a dungeon, like, I'm doing it maybe 30-40 times the entire dungeon, and I don't get to make use of like my other skills very much, because if I want to be optimal DPS, your goal is to get airborne, so a lot of your skills require use on the ground, so that means I don't get to use those skills while being in the air.
Right.
Like, that's the problem I had with, like, when Aristo told me about Adept, he's like, do this and this and this, and I'm like, okay. Is there anything else? He's like, nope, that's what you do. I'm like, oh, that's cool, I guess.
Well,
it kind of has that similar feeling.
The majority of all DPS class, basically, there's just a set skill that prioritizes over every other skill. And usually every other skill are looked over upon.
And basically Windwalker has that now?
It seems like it, because your ultimate is a huge amount of damage. It's basically a ball.
6,600% more damage. That is a number we have not even come close to before. That is right, I did avoid missile spam. So should I just do my own thing? Do my own playstyle? Just like I used to?
Well,
I did that before.
You can do that, but you have 2 skill belts, right? One's for PvE and one's for PvP?
Correct.
Okay, well, I mean, I was thinking of you could have one for PvE where you do your old playstyle with OT every now and then your new PvE build where it's the raid type, where you wanna like have a better efficient DPS. But it's up to you, really.
I've considered that, having one without the passive, so it can't reset. I've actually considered that.
Builds are not actually the same for those who want to spam the OT. I would think that those who want to spam the OT, the Windwalkers, would not have Spiral Kick that high, because they'll be in the air most of the time. They would have Eagle Dive, Spiral, Somersault Dance, what else? Yeah, but Spiral Kick does count as airtime, but it's not quote-unquote DPS in the OT perspective, where you want to spam that OT. It'll be in the air the majority of the time. Then maybe I'm wrong. But I would think that most of the ground skills would not be used as much if you want to spam your OT. That's like the OT spam
Spiral
you
kick
do.
is kind of core for resetting ulti. It's like your only option when you can't air pounce.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that the skill would have to be that high. Well, it could
That
be
is
that high.
true. If it was like ulti centric, like the spiral kick damage is negligible. According to the chart, it's 6% after all the ticks.
6%?
Yeah. By the time you get one ultimate up, 6% of that ultimate damage is spiral kick.
Alright then. Well, I don't know what else you invest your skills into.
Or it might be me sucking. Like, I mean, in general, I averaged it to 4 ticks until you got it back, so it's like not even close. I don't know, just something that's already been bugging me. And
Well,
it was bound
you-
to happen. I played
Continue
this
on.
revamp at its fullest for these few days, so I try my best to just do it, to just mindlessly try and do it. And
I'll do that.
the negative effects are starting to creep in. Not the fact I can't survive or anything. It's not that. It's the negative mental effects it's having on me.
Well, the passive nonetheless is good for you because if you use spiral kick or air pounce, it buffs your attack by 10%. Is it because you see that your ultimate is off cooldown that's tempting you to OT?
No, it's not even that. It's just the efficiency thing. I had the reason why I said it's sorry if it's slow during the Memoria run. I didn't ult that much. I did it sometimes. I would do it as if like I was doing a pre-revamp, like every once in a while, you know. I'd be like, oh yeah, good time to ult. But I wouldn't go around saying, oh, it's up. I should find a place to use it.
So it has, according to your chart, a 94% damage of your overall DPS.
Not overall. Let me see. Okay, so 10 mil Falling Star. Next up on that list is the Eagle Dive, 1.1 mil. Air Pounce times 5, 1.06 mil. And then Cyclo Kick, 746,000. And then we have Spiral Kick ticks times 3 is 562,000.
Is that damage just raw damage or damage over time?
Some of it's damage over time, because what I was looking at is, in the amount of time it takes me to do an ult, what other damage can I do, you know? So,
Right.
Eagle Dive, you can only do it once before ultimates back up.
Right.
The Air Pounces, you can do 5 before ultimates back up. So that's basically what I did.
Oh, I see. I see.
How many times can I use that skill before ultimates back up?
Well, I mean, it's really up to you if you want to go back to your old style and OT every now and then.
Yeah, I probably won't go as far as removing the passive, but I'm definitely not going to be playing it that way. Definitely not going to play the ultimate style. I play it for a few days just to, you know, get in the ultimate spamming, see what it was really about.
I haven't really seen it firsthand. How efficient is it?
What Aristo is saying is basically what it's going to be like. This class was low, like very low tier DPS before the revamp. That ultimate brought us up to mid-tier. Literally, that burst damage is huge. It's a huge chunk.
Right.
If you don't spam it, you're missing out on that so much. The amount of time it takes me to do that chunk, I could have done ultimate like 2 or 3 times by then.
Well, why not alternate? Like, play your old style when you feel like it, and when the team or you feel like there's a demand on spamming OT, then you can try that every now and then. You don't have to do it every time.
So don't try to incorporate everywhere I go. Just where it's kind of convenient to have. Like,
Yeah, just a little of each, so that you won't get as bored or as mentally. What's the right word?
because what I did just there in our Memorias, that was very fun. I did ulti every once in a while, but didn't spam it. That was a lot more fun. And
Why not do that?
yeah, I felt a lot better doing that than anything else I've done for the past 3 days fighting things. Felt a lot better about it. It goes back to my philosophy of, being able to do things like and actually dodge bosses, and because you don't just burn them down.
Right. Well, look at it this way. The revamp is an option for you. It's something that you can choose when you actually need it, or when you actually want it, or it's in demand. It doesn't necessarily that you have to do it. It's just an option.
Okay. Play when I feel like it. That kind of sounds like how I roll, If I feel like it, I could ramp up the ults, but I don't have to feel like I'm obligated to do it. Okay. I like that. Windwalker my way. Oh, don't be like... Well, that is an interesting point too. I've been helping, some of the guys daily carry, and I've even said it with my own words. If I didn't have this revamp, I couldn't have done it. There may be times where I have to use it to get through stuff. That would be a perfect example, like the dailies we did a few days ago. 4-man dailies with 2 non-geared people is very, very rough.
Right, I can't imagine that.
That revamp literally saved me there. Without that revamp, that would have been the worst thing ever.
Well, for Rift though, right, it's not optimal, and you don't want to spend an hour when you could have done it in 10 minutes. But here's the thing, you don't have to go from one extreme or the other extreme. You can actually raise the bar up and down however you like. So if you're on a crunch, you can probably spam the OT a bit more than usual. You don't have to be extreme about it.
That's kind of interesting, actually. It's like if I choose to alt spam, we could have it just blow up and be done with it. If I don't choose to, then we can kind of sit back and fight the boss more.
Yeah, more or less. It's not a check or not check option. It's more of like a bar where you raise it or you lower it.
Very interesting.
Well,
Okay. Well,
thanks for the carry.
welcome. I think starting tonight and going into the future, definitely keep that in mind.
Yeah, just play how you want to play and raise the bar if there's like a demand for it, or if someone's on a crunch, someone needs to go, or etc.
I mean, I like the revamp. It gives me another airborne large iframe that also happens to deal a lot of damage. And it is spammable. But I think the spammability of it is what kind of wore me out really quick. So, outside of that, I really do like the revamp. It definitely helps muckers. I'm just not built to optimally DPS. That's not how I like to play, you know?
Understandable. Yeah, you gotta inject everyone on the team. Inject or bad physician.
I think maybe that's why I kinda am not bothered by not, you know, using Falling Star too much. Because in the past, it was pretty apparent that no matter what I did really, it didn't really make too much of a difference. The way I played didn't really matter too much, so I could play the way I wanted to, you know? If there is a set optimal way to DPS and it actually matters, that's when things change.
Yeah, makes sense.
No, I won't regret it, because I know that deep down, that's what I want to do. I consciously made that decision. I know if that has a negative impact on things, so be it. But like Koala said, it's a situational type of thing. It's something I can bring up if I have to. Not something I have to do all the time. So maybe I won't play it that much, but at least I'll keep in the back of my mind that, hey, I can spam ult if I have to. It's almost like you can become a super strong DPS, or you can just hold back and kind of whittle it down. You can bring out, you always have the potential to do super strong DPS, but you don't have to. I'm too accustomed to the way I used to play, like, from a DPS player's perspective, that's like a horrible mindset of thinking, but I was never a DPS class.
Until now.
I never had to worry about that before. I briefly talked about with you before, way before the revamp, when we were just talking about the revamp by itself. You told me that you're gonna be expected to DPS. You are gonna be considered a DPS class for a decent chunk of damage.
And I also said that your playstyle would change quite dramatically, probably.
I'm gonna go do dailies. And I'm gonna go do them the old way. I'm gonna enjoy it.